just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend, tell a friend.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the Giants' versatile running back. He had a great week to build off of last time out, reaching triple digits and adding 2 touchdowns. It's the Giants and the Ravens, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brent. The Giants offense on the field now, down 3-0 here early. And the one we'll be watching is this man at running back. As his strong season continues, last week's performance putting him over 1,000 yards now for the year.
And what do you think he's saying?
Feed me.
Exactly.
Gotta
more.
eat.
I want more yardage, because he's definitely not going to be satisfied with what he's accomplished thus far.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And you start to see how comfortable he's getting with this offense. He's understanding his blockers, understanding the playbook a little bit more, understanding his usage rate, and he's really thrived in the first part of the year.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To throw, Mayfield. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year as his guys have now moved out in front. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line like a bull in a China shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any China shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it?
Well, we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Not much going on this drive. And the Giants with one final possession here in this 1st half. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Open man, this is Lewis. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. running back. Good plays. Have him on the move on first down. Play fake. Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. Sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate, it was just incomplete.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Adafe always so quick. And he gets to him there behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Mayfield. Complete. This is Lewis. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. That's Lewis. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now here. Mayfield on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll find Hall. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kadarius Toney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they bring on.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Mayfield and the offense now. Down 27-24. Now Mayfield. Well, he brings it in off the deflection. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. Totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Finding Rudolph. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Mayfield. He's got Lewis. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Baker. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. New York set to take the field. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 119 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. So a little chunk there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get 1st downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
Mayfield now. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Mayfield's throw on target to James. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for the Giants, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Ravens.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going no